Folks, this is quite an important video. I want to take you back to what Shawn Michaels said this past week on NLW. Roll the footage.
Triple H has given me free reign, and I've talked to him. He's the executive vice president. Ultimately, what he says goes, and I had an idea for a little tournament here on NLW, and since he's busy trying to sort out the metal brand and their impending cancellation... Oops, I said too much, old HBK, but anyway,
So right there, what did he mean, the impending cancellation of metal? It certainly sparked a debate amongst the NLW fans. We tried to get to the bottom of it by sending our reporter to the executive vice president of NLW himself, Triple H. Excuse me, Triple H, we've seen the first show under the new NLW Commissioner Shawn Michaels. Many people have commented that Shawn Michaels seems quite abrasive in his first night in charge, especially towards the likes of the Young Bucks, and there's also been some speculation that perhaps he had somewhat of an edge in getting this job because of his close ties to you. Do you have any comment on that?
I really don't want to comment on rumours like that. You know, I'm the executive vice president of No Limits Wrestling, and in that role, I have to put both personal relationships and disagreements aside. Me and Shawn Michaels have a checkered past here in this company. We fought many times, but somehow, we always managed to patch things up over time. We're not fully there yet, but me entrusting him in this position is a way of extending the olive branch to him. And it's not just because we've got a long history, I also think it's the fact that he's got a lot of knowledge that I feel he can bring to the job. He's also someone who in more recent years has been able to keep calm under pressure, which I think has helped him a lot. Unlike Stone Cold Steve Austin, he seemed to fly off the handle at the flip of a switch. And you know what? I think that Stone Cold will now thank me for making him a performer again. He gets to fight, that's his instinct. Shawn Michaels, on the other hand, let's face it, that was a hell of a show this past week with that big battle royal, the announcement of an NLW title match next week, and a new Atlas title. I think Shawn Michaels will make a fine commissioner.
And can you maybe comment on something that Shawn Michaels said, as well as almost alluding to metal being cancelled? Now, why would he say something like that?
You know it's Shawn, he likes to create controversy, you know, it's no secret. I put Stone Cold Steve Austin on a probationary period, and he ended up being fired. I did the same to the commissioner on metal. And I've said this on numerous occasions, you know I'm weighing up my options. It's quite a big responsibility to be in charge of both NLW Live and Metal, both of these brands, and I want to be open and honest with the public, you know. Quite frankly, I don't know if they've got a place at the moment, Metal, as a show. We'll see, we'll play it by ear over the next few weeks. Look, they put on a hell of a pay-per-view. That Elimination Chamber was one of the best matches I've ever seen personally. But no matter how good the show is, at the end of the day, this is a business, and the gate for NLW shows is good. The attendance is up. The views are up on NLW as well, and I'm very grateful for the fans for tuning in every week. Metal, on the other hand, is good. It's not quite on those NLW levels, so we will see.
We will see, shall we, huh? I think we need to have a word, don't we, Hunter? Look me in my eyes, tell me the truth, because you've not been very transparent with me recently. Are you going to cancel Metal or not? Because I was watching NLW this past week, Shawn Michaels alluded to something. Can you set the record straight for me?
I'll tell you something, Commissioner. As of right now, Metal is not cancelled. But like I said, as the EVP of NLW, I'm weighing up my options. I'll give it to you. You've made some fantastic signings. The shows are pretty damn good. Hell, Ungovernable was the best pay-per-view this company's had in a long time. But how much did that Elimination Chamber cost to run? Those guys, they went through thumbtacks, barbed wire. How much did it cost to insure those wrestlers? This company is trying to streamline, okay? And I don't think I'm going to outright cancel Metal as of this moment, but we are going to start cutting some costs.
You're going to start cutting some costs? Hunter, maybe you can start by cutting that task force that you started up to look into me. I've been on a probationary period for what, 4 months now? Have you just forgotten about it? Have you dropped it? I know, I get it, you're weighing up your options. That's what you say when you haven't got a plan set out, isn't it? You're winging it. So you hire your friend Shawn Michaels to be NLW Commissioner. What are you going to do next? Get another member of the clique to replace me on Metal? I'm going to talk about the money. Look, okay, I need to talk to my accountant first when I get to the arena tomorrow for the Metal tapings. And by the way, Metal might get some more views if you actually made the show live. You know damn well that running a show live incurs an extra degree of financial burden. We can only afford to make NLW live.
Metal will remain a taped show for the foreseeable future. And by the way, those new cameras we used on NLW, the DSLR that we've been using for NLW Live, we're only going to be using it for NLW Live for the foreseeable future. To cut costs, we're going to use the old cameras for Metal.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're blaming me for not bringing that much money into Metal. You're blaming me for the views being down. Hunter, this brand is the best it's ever been. You're telling me people don't want to watch Jon Moxley, Samoa Joe, Edge, Kurt Angle, Drew McIntyre. I could go on. Metal consistently puts out better matches than the NLW brand your buddy Shawn Michaels is running, but the people don't get to see it in full because you take the show and you cut it up into highlights. I'll tell you how you can get the views up on Metal. First of all, give me full creative freedom. Secondly, give us the same budget that you give Shawn Michaels, which means updating the damn cameras, and also make the damn show live.
The last time you had too much freedom, Commissioner, do you remember what happened? You ran me over. If I could trust you not to piss away company money like you did running that elimination chamber, then you would have the same budget, except you haven't earned the right. Did you want to know why I won't make the show live? It's cheaper, and it's best for business. NLW Live is the flagship show, and Metal is a nice little bonus, so just be grateful that you've got a job and a little brand to run for your own. I'm the EVP now. I've only just begun stamping my mark on No Limits Wrestling, and I will continue to deliberate on both Metal's future and your future as Commissioner. You have until the next pay-per-view, NLW True Grit, to turn things around. Start turning a profit on this show, or I'm gonna have to weigh up my options.
You know what, I'll do you one better, Hunter. Every single week, until your buddy Sean's True Grit pay-per-view show, I'm going to put on better shows, better matches, which are going to blow the NLW Live brand out of the water, starting with Saturday's Samoa Joe versus Tetsuya Naito title clash. And each week, we're going to have a crazier, bigger main event until you have to take notice. Hunter, people aren't going to like it if you cancel Metal, because if you mess with these fans, it's going to bite you in the ass. And I hope you're watching. Saturday, 6 PM UK start time. Doesn't matter if we're using the old cameras still. Doesn't matter if you slash our budget. I'm going to show you why Metal is the premier brand in professional wrestling. You can bank on it.